Hi, welcome to your yoga portion of your training for Run Wild. My name's Lisa and this is Xander. Say hello, Xander. So we're gonna be working through some poses that are gonna stretch out all those muscles that we've tightened up as we've been running, getting ready for this race. So we're going to settle in to lengthening out those muscles, to opening our hips, opening up across the chest. We can feel a lot of strain when we're running all the time. So this is going to be some time to just have some fun, to sink into a space where we can find some quiet and some calming in the mind and just have a little fun with it. So as we move through these poses, if anything doesn't feel good, if you're feeling any pain, always ask yourself what you could do to feel better. If there's a modification that I have not offered, just think to yourself what would feel good and do that. Yoga is just about finding what feels good in your body. It doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's called yoga practice for a reason. We're just practicing. We're having fun. I'm super excited for you guys, and so we're gonna have a great time together. Okay, we're gonna move on to our downward dog. So this is a base pose. Often we're gonna get into other poses from this place. So we're gonna work on the foundation of it, starting from tabletop. So planting the palms, then we're gonna curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back. So it's really important to draw the weight back in your downward dog. Rather than having your shoulders stacked over your wrists, you really wanna press your hips back. So you're wanting to feel like you've got magnets in your heels pulling them down toward the earth. And then notice if the shoulders are creeping up by the ears, we wanna roll them away from the ears, let them slide down the back. Send your heart back toward your legs and feel that stretch in the hamstrings and all the way down the spine. And then let your head be heavy. You might shake it yes and no, and just let it hang there, not holding any tension in the neck. And just feel that lengthening in the body as you sink into your dog. Okay, now we're gonna work into our warrior two. So again, starting at the top of the mat, feet hip distance apart, rock your weight into that left foot, and we're gonna take an even bigger step back this time with the right foot. So this time we're gonna have the front heel intersect the arch of the back foot, so making a little bit of a T here. This time the hips can be open, so we wanna draw them open to the side of the mat. Arms will come out to a T and the palms are facing down. Then when you're ready, bend into that front knee. So again, we're stacking the knee over the ankle. We don't wanna let that knee fall in or splay open. We wanna have a long line here. Really plant those feet in, rip that mat apart with your feet. Notice if your shoulders begin to creep up by your ears, let them melt down. And then you might bring your gaze over your front fingertips if that's okay for your neck. And allow yourself to find some balance here between strength and softness. So we're really strong in the foundation, but we're light and soft in the upper body. Lift your crown toward the sky. Okay, coming into our chair pose, we're gonna work on these strong quad muscles that help us run so far. So we're gonna stand hip distance apart here. Xander, get those hooves hip distance apart. And really plant your feet into the earth. Give those toes a little wiggle. And standing up tall, we're gonna inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. On your exhale, sit back into your chair. And so you might notice that you're leaning forward a little bit here. We wanna draw the weight back as much as we can. So you might even rock your weight into your heels and give those toes another little wiggle. And often your tailbone will begin to pop out here. Can you tuck your tailbone under? And you'll feel your belly button lifting. This gives you a stronger center so you can sink a little bit deeper. Feel that fire in the legs and breathe into the fire. You are strong. Keep inhaling to lengthen the upper body. Exhale to sink a little bit deeper into your chair. Okay, next we've got our standing forward fold. So we're gonna stand with our feet hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider if that feels good for the hips. Standing up straight, lengthened spine. We're gonna inhale to sweep the arms up overhead and exhale to fold forward. Okay, so it does not matter if your fingertips come to the earth. It doesn't matter how far you come into your fold, as long as you're feeling that stretch in the back of your legs and in your lower back. It also does not matter if your legs are straight. If you want to bend your knees, that's fine. You might even bend them so much that you can rest your chest on your thighs. Maybe clasp opposite elbows, rock it side to side. If you're looking for a little more of a chest opener here, you can always interlace your fingers behind your back and let your hands hang overhead. Let your head be heavy. Again, maybe play around with rocking it side to side. So lots of options in our forward fold here. What we're looking for mainly though is just letting the body be loose, letting everything hang out and just sink into it. Okay, coming into our Yogi Squat. So we're gonna stand with our feet a little wider than hip distance and the toes are gonna point outward. Hands are gonna come to heart center. Take a big inhale, fill up your body with air. Exhale, begin to sink down into your squat. So take it slow. Anywhere you stop along the way is okay. Once you get into your depth, we're gonna use the help of the elbows to open the knees up. And keep your hands at heart center. Draw your shoulders back, lift your heart, gazes forward. So we wanna feel like we're pressing our back up against an imaginary wall here. So not rounding into it, create that length. And if you're feeling a little bit of pain or pinching here, just come out of it a little bit, lift up a little higher. Wherever you're at is great. And feel free to move around a little bit here to create some space in the hips so you can rock it side to side, do a little dance with Xander, and just have some fun with it as you sink into that space in your hips. Okay, so working on a little bit of core here, we're gonna come into boat pose. So sitting with the knees bent up, the hands are gonna come underneath the knees. And one leg at a time, we're gonna rock up onto our sits bones. Okay, so main thing here, we wanna keep length in our spine, not rounding into it. Let your core be strong here, lengthen, open up the chest, draw the shoulders back. And you might stay here. This might be causing a little fire in the core. If that's the case, just stay. If you're looking for more, open the palms up beside the knees. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you're looking for a little more still. Lengthen the legs. So wherever you are, keep opening up, keep bringing length. If you've come into this advanced portion of the pose and you're feeling like it's too much, just come back, take it back, find whatever works for you. And we want to focus on our breath. So notice if you're holding your breath, keep breathing. Inhale, fill up, exhale to stay. Okay, we did it. Good job, guys. You did so awesome. I hope Xander had a good time too. So now you know all those poses. You can work on them throughout the week. Anytime your muscles are feeling tight or sore, take your time to move into those poses to feel good in your body and have a lot of fun. You guys are gonna do great on this run. I'm so excited for you. Good job, Xander.